You.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Cream City Curveball. I'm your man, Justin, normally in North Carolina. Now I'm here in Dumpburg, aka Pittsburgh. Pipe bomb, we on the road tonight.
Yeah, man. Well, better you than me being in that crappy city, but because I'm right here in the good land, so life is good for me, brother.
Life is good for you, man. Real quick before we get into our stuff, man. Been here for work, playing golf. I'm playing golf with my Brewers shirt on, Brewers belt. Didn't wear the pink one because, you weren't with me on the tee box, but I did have a pink golf on, a pink tee. These Pirates fans, brother. They talking so much trash. Hey man, if we played you guys every game, we'd be the best team in baseball. Blah blah blah. Do your voice.
Oh, hey, yeah, we're going to talk a lot of smack because we know deep down our team sucks. Really haven't made the playoffs in 150 years. So yeah, we'll talk smack now, but in about 3 days we're going to be out of the playoffs again, and then yeah, we'll be completely worthless again, like always.
Yeah, man. And these boys are fighting for their playoff live. Walk off win. I went to the game last night. They're fighting in extra innings now. But real quick before we go any further, man, we really want to make sure we shout out Redbird's Bar and Grill, I believe is the name of it. Um, Down here in downtown Pittsburgh, bartender Amy. We will be looking for that sponsorship very soon, too. Told you we shout you out. It was the best grilled cheese I've had. Just food was a 12 out of 10. Excellent spot. Cream City Curveball live on the road, man. Let's get to why we're here, though. It's enough of this Pittsburgh BS. Let's get to the God Milwaukee Goodland Brewers. Brew Crew. Ain't your daddy's Brewers. Ain't my daddy's Brewers. Pipe bomb, we're 26 games, 25 games, 27 games. I'm not no math major. We definitely not about to do it here on this podcast. Above 500, our Milwaukee Brewers, the beloved, as you call them, went into the great friendly confines of San Francisco, where it's 37 degrees in the summertime in July, August. Make that make sense? And got smoked last night. 3-0 loss to your Giants, aka the midgets. Willie Adamas with a base hit. Someone with a two-run shot after that. Plenty of stuff we're going to get to in this game. What did you feel about the game last night, my brother?
It was just one of them clunkers, man, and I guess the Brewers had a lot of problems getting out of Milwaukee. There were problems with the charter plane; they had to sit on the runway, blah blah blah. Supposedly, they sat on the runway for 4 or 5 hours. Whatever. Cry me a river. You're flying in a private plane across the country. You ain't roughing it, even with the delay. Normal people got to put up with this crap all the time. So I just think it was a clunker. They managed 3 hits. So you can talk all you want about Sproat and the fact that he gave up 3 runs. He went, Sproat. He's frustrating, man. But he goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned, and 3 walks. So 6 hits, 3 walks in 6 innings. Traffic all over the place. Would sit there and he was okay. And the thing is you can see all the movement on the pitches. You can tell that he is so close to figuring it out and being dominant and being one of those, oh my god, this guy is going to be really really good, type guys that we've had, year after year after year. But for some reason he's just a little bit short that he's still got to put together. Um, whether he does or not this season, I hope he does. He's got to see it. I'm sure the coaches are telling him, like, dude, all this stuff is here. You just got to sit there and learn how to get that final strike and get these guys out and not make. You start out with an 0-2 count. Next thing you know, you're at an 8-9 pitch at bat. Cut that shit out and just sit there. Don't play with your food. Just get these guys out. He's got to figure that. But once he does, man, he's going to be real good.
Yeah, man. And, yeah, I'm really looking for something to disagree with you on and what you just said, but you're spot on. But, if fifths were, if fifths were, I don't know what the hell I'm trying.
If
If
ifs were fifths, we'd all be drunk.
what he said, God damn it. So, So, I mean, I'm just saying because Sproat and Drone, man, I just feel like these last two outings, if the baseball game was two strikes, they'd be Cy Young candidates. Both of those guys get you to two strikes. William Adames' hit was on a two-strike pitch. I just felt like Drone was doing the same thing in his start, man. These guys gotta finish what they started. Stop playing with it. Stop being cute. Throw a pitch, get these dudes out. And we're talking about 5 to 10 more wins already this year if these gentlemen can do that. And I'm not saying they're bad pitchers. You just got to close. Finish it. Then you got Jake Bauers fouling a ball off of his foot, breaks the bone. Same thing that he had surgery on. I think it was either last year or the year before. No, it was last year. That's why he had the rehab stint in Nashville that I told you he was knocking the balls all the way to Wilmington, North Carolina. If you're familiar with Durham, Wilmington's about 2 hours south. And yeah, man, everything that couldn't go right couldn't go wrong. Finish that one for me too.
Anything that could go wrong did.
Yeah, we just really struggled out here on these phrases tonight. I promise you, I wouldn't. Never mind. I might have should have been in a span class. Jesus Christ, man! It's a night. Welcome. This is what happens when you're in a dump like Pittsburgh. Anyways, but you get what I'm saying, man. Then you got we're pinch hitting Bowers for Luis Laura, which I love Laura. I think Laura's a great baseball player, and his better days are definitely in front of him. And at first, I got on here piping. I was like, man, we're really going to ream it to Murphy. But maybe he really pinch hit Bowers last night because he hurt his foot.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. And, I'm glad that it's, for now, at least it's day to day. And, hopefully there's no IL or anything stint needed with Big Jake because, man, he's been the most consistent hitter for the crew pretty much all season long. You know, um, I was listening to Tim and Sparky last night on a post game show, and um, I'm just not going to freak out over this one. It was just a bad game. They were talking. Yeah, you fly from normal people Central Time, and you go out to hippie time out there, and all that. It's not a big deal. These guys make these trips all the time. So, I just these games are going to happen, man. And you're still, 20, like you said, 20 something games over 500. It sucked because, we lost last night. The Cubs won. So, we drop a game or give a game back to them. But, this stuff's going to happen. But it is time. The Giants are not a good team. So you got to sit there and win tonight. You got Logan Henderson on the mound. Hopefully he sits there and finds it. He's been very, very, very good lately. And so, just bounce back, win this series, and keep it pushing. All the Brewers now have to do is just win series. When you're 800 games over 500, even if you play 500 ball the rest of the way, it's going to be an amazing year. So yes, the Cubs are starting to win a little bit now, but that's okay. We all know Greg is going to pee down his leg. He always does. So I'm not even really worried about them. If the division lead got to 2 or 3, wake me up when that happens. But until then, man, it's smooth sailing as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, so tonight's almost going to be a must-win for me tonight, then, man. And I know it sounds crazy that many games above 500. You got Chicago Cubs up right now, 9-1 on the St. Louis Cardinals. You're getting live updates on a podcast. How crazy is that? And our Milwaukee Brewers are tied 0-0 with the San Francisco. I almost called them the 49ers, the Giants, them too. All those teams out there suck. I hate them all, especially those 49ers. Anyways, so let's go back to Sproat for one quick second because what Sproat has reminded me a lot. Shout out to Cream City Chalk Talk, Packers podcast where you get the Packers stuff anywhere with Pipe Bomb, myself, and the homie Justice. Sproat's giving me a lot of Devontae Adams rookie year energy, right? Can't do anything right, but can get close enough where he's in the right spot to make it. And then when it's time to complete the whatever the situation is, he drops it. So hopefully he'll get better with that. Like you said, it's coming. No pause. But tonight, man, Logan Henderson on the mound. Saw your boy Yelich got moved down in the batting order. He's batting number 4 now. So from 1 to 4, what are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I'm glad he's out of the leadoff, but it's not far down enough. It should still be 6 or 7. And that's not to sit there and try to pile on because Again, if the Brewers are going to make a deep run in the playoffs, Christian Yelich needs to play at least 80% of the great Christian Yelich that we remember from a lot of years ago now. But he's got to play well for the Brewers to make a deep run, which is why I don't think pretty much anybody wants to take him out of the lineup. You just want to move him back because we sat there, we see it all the time. He had a chance today with two men on in the first inning and grounds into a double play to end the inning. So he's off, man, and he's not off by a little. He's off by a lot. And the thing is that if you look in the totality of the last week, since the All Star break, he's actually gotten more hits than he was going in, and so it's kind of like, oh man, is he going to break out of it? And then it's like, no, not yet.
Yeah, I mean, but last year he was pretty decent before the injury came. He had what, 26, 27 home runs, something like that. So if you can get a shell of that, what is he at for home runs right now? There, he's probably at like 7, 6
Probably
maybe.
like two. It seems like it's been about 47 years since he last hit one, man. He's at 7. But he's hitting
So
under 240. He's at 239.
so if he's at 7, for him to have the impact that you need, I'm gonna say we need him to get to 15 home runs by the end of the year. I don't think that's crazy. Got a whole month of August and a whole month of September, and then we probably need him to get that average up to about 265, and I think we'd be in good shape. What do you think about that?
Yeah, man. Of course I'd take that. Pretty much you take anything. Just he's got to get back. Like in the past when he was struggling, people would make fun of me because I'd sit there and when I was doing this show with Tim, I would say, "Oh yeah, he went 0 for 4 today, but he had a couple clutch walks, or he got a clutch walk." And when you could run the bases and stuff like that, even as an old man like Yelly does, still, basically probably top 3 base runner in all of baseball, just get on. If you got to lean into one, slap all that padding on and lean into one. Damn it, just get on base so you can sit there and hopefully have somebody behind you get a hit and you can run like the wind. But he's, you got to do something, man. It's painful to see, and when you're getting a check that big for a poverty franchise, they need you to deliver.
And leadership is great, and teaching these young guys things is great too. All that stuff is phenomenal, and thankful to have them for that. But we need more than that right now. We need someone. We need a veteran to pick us up and to carry us and be the veteran. So continue to tutor the guys and show your tutorage and stuff like that. But then execute at the same time. I think Christian will come out of it, man. And I'm okay with him getting hot in September, October, November versus being hot in May and April because that doesn't get us anything but a couple more wins. This will get us a little bit more, I feel like.
Well, of course, but his playoff stats are even worse than pathetic. So I would say to sit there and try to bank on him being hot in the playoffs, you know, that's like me, winning sexiest man alive. There's certain things that just ain't gonna happen. So just get us there, get us, the 1 seed, man, and then hopefully we can sit there and drag your ass across the finish line.
So that means all the fat bris,
You're
all the
struggling.
fat, all the fat bras about to pull up the pipes, career because he's definitely the sexiest man alive. Because here comes Big Christian, no pause. We coming with it. We coming out hard. What was that? Who made that hip hop album? Coming Out Raw. Was that? I don't remember who that was. And I
I
know
don't know.
you're the hip hop aficionado, so we
Did
know
you
that.
check out? Did you check out who I told you to check out?
I did, bro. I've been up here on this work
Oh,
trip. I'm so discombobulated in this world. Yeah,
all
but
right.
we gonna.
So for all you guys out there, if you want to listen to something, okay. If you like rap, great. If you just want a good laugh and you got a dirty mind, shall we say? Check out the rapper Cupcake with 2 Ks in the name. And yeah, it's this chick rapper, and oh boy, it is
Mhm.
hilarious. Yeah, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Not safe for work. Not safe in front of the little kids.
Hey, Mrs. Out of Pocket is what we're gonna call her, man. Shout out to Jack, RBI single. We're just gonna give you live updates right now. Like we just basically gonna do whatever the f we want to do tonight, because Pipe Bomb is him, I'm him, we're them, and we're up here in this joint Cream City Curveball, Milwaukee Brewers. Best podcast, going crazy as the Brewers are finding a way to get out of this terrible rut that they're in and get back to 27,000 games above 500.
Yeah, man. When you do a 7-2 homestand, oh, that's awful. They're on a struggle bus for sure. You start out the road trip 0-1. Come on, man. What's happening with this team?
To the lowly San Francisco average height guys, because they're definitely not Giants the way they're playing this year. But yeah, man, let's look at this. So Pipe, we got Bowers hurt right now. We got Sal Frelick hurt right now. Trade deadline is upon us, and I feel like it's August like 32nd next week. That's how fast these days are going by. Pipe Bomb is so devastated that the baseball season is close to coming to an end with your Milwaukee Brewers going to another playoffs. Hopefully again. Hopefully we can hold on, man. We're just really struggling right now. But anyways. What are you feeling, man? Do you want outfielder now? I hear there's some real gas coming to this train that we're going to bring back Fastball Freddy. Well, okay, his new name is Sweeper Freddy now, right? Because I didn't see any fastballs when he faced us. So we'll probably give you the Wisconsin Timber Rattlers left sock for him because we
That
can't give
still
you too
might be too
much.
much. That might be too much, man. Freddie. It sucks for him. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for his family because it's a contract year, and to sit there and be this terrible, where all you had to do was pitch average, and the history and everything that you had on numbers wise before would have just sat there and just made you just insane gobs of money. And to struggle how he is right now, man, there's got to be some sleepless nights in the Peralta household because you just keep thinking, how I don't know how you wouldn't be thinking what might have been. Now he might only be able to buy a 10-bedroom mansion instead of like a 35-bedroom mansion. My heart breaks for him and the fam, but hang in there, Freddie. Hopefully you'll still get your big mansion, but I don't want it back here in Milwaukee.
Where is Freddie Peralta from? Isn't he from? I believe it's DR, but I might be wrong about that. But anyways, if he's in the DR or whatever, wherever he is from, I believe he's from the Dominican Republic. I can't remember.
He ain't from
Yeah,
France because
DR.
I'd never
Yeah,
heard him speak French.
Mocha, Dominican Republic. So he could probably buy a 67. He can buy the whole damn resort in the Dominican Republic with 10 million a year. But this may give us an avenue because there's certain guys who just aren't built for those other markets. Milwaukee were very kind. You have a Hunter Baumgart down there. You have a Dave Gasper. You have an Adam McCalvey. You have a Chris Hogue. We're not going to ask you some of those questions that the New York dudes are because they're basically ball buster number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down the list when you come in that room. And they're not going to ask you any softball questions. Hey, Pat, what'd you think about those pancakes that were in your back pocket? Pat, why the hell did you pinch hit Jake Bowers? What are you doing? That's a terrible baseball decision. Analytics don't even agree with you. Now, unbeknownst to us, Jake Bowers is hurt, so we're not saying that about that. But that's how the New York media approaches guys. Am I off on that, Pipe?
Nope, not at all, man. New York, Philly, there's a bunch of cities that aren't as kind as Milwaukee is to their players. Chicago, so it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, last show or the one before, it's really hard to start trying to name dudes that left Milwaukee and got better at their next location, because for the most part, we've seen it now with Willie Adames, and we've seen it with Peralta. You saw it with Hayter. You saw it with Devin Williams. You know, they were sitting there going like this, and then they get traded from Milwaukee, and it's straight down. So Something in the water here, Ben, but these guys play really good for this organization.
I'd be cool with bringing back Devin as well, but the prospect just can't be anything crazy. Like we could bring him back, but I think he already signed a big contract, so I don't think that's really going to work with Devin. With Freddie, you could come back in and you could get a team favorable deal. I'm not in the boat of bringing back an outfielder right now. You still got Jet Williams down there in the minors that's doing alleged great stuff, and I don't think Bauer's stuff will be. He said it's a pain tolerance thing. That's all it is. So I don't think Bowers is going to be off a considerable out a considerable amount of time or off. I guess it could be either or. But you gotta bring back some of these guys, man. You gotta bring up Jet Williams, let Jet Williams cook. Because if we don't play Jet Williams right now, we're pretty much gonna lose him. Because I that kid is not gonna stay in the system if you do not bring him up this year. He's Rule 5. He's out of here. So bring up Jet tomorrow if he's healthy. I don't even know if he's healthy. We got to check that out too. Why you go? But bring him up and just we need more pitching though. So bring back some bullpen arms. Freddie, I don't know. He's gonna. I mean, I hate to sound like a jerk, but he's going to have to pitch out the bullpen if he comes back. If we could get him for something like the Lance McCullers trade, I'm cool with it. Anything more than that, it's too much.
Yeah, and the thing, especially, I I don't think it would be, I guess, terrible, because you wouldn't be giving up anything. You really wouldn't have to pay much, and you know that basically you'd just be renting them because you're not going to re-sign them, and so it would be a quick rental.
Let me ask
I
you a
just
question on that real quick, not to cut you off, but sorry.
no, go ahead, man.
I hate when people say not to cut you off because I wouldn't have said shit if I didn't mean to cut you off. So dumbest thing ever. Anyways, I say I'm sorry a lot, and I shouldn't say I'm sorry too. So we all got
Right.
we all got our stuff that we could be better on in life. That's one of the things to me. I apologize for everything in this world, and I'm the type of dude I'll cut you off in traffic and f your mother, and then I'm sorry because I cut you off, and I really don't mean it. I really mean you. But anyways, now I'm on my Tim Allen rants for a second. Best post game show on baseball, by the way. Hell of a job him and Sparky did the other night. My question that I cut you off for, seeing how bad he struggled everywhere else, not everywhere else, New York, do you think he may entertain taking a long-term deal just to say I'm a retire a Brewer? I got a shot to potentially go to World Series here, deep playoff runs every year, and I pitch here better than I pitch anywhere else on earth. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna be happy. My family will still be good, and I don't need the 200, $300 million contract. Do you think that's even anything plausible with that at all?
To quote the great philosopher Bishop Bullwinkle, hell
Bishop
no.
Bullwinkle.
To the no, no, no. No,
Bishop
man.
Bullwinkle is crazy.
There is no way that Freddie's going to do that, and there's no way that the Brewers should do that. The Brewers aren't going to pay him what he can get somewhere else, and nor should he. Nor should the Brewers. If any team was going to offer him 10, I'd offer him 6 and be like, yeah, man, you really want to stay here where you were good, where you had all your success, then sign for 6. He was underpaid here for so long. He deserves to go out and chase that money. That's why I feel bad for him. He pitched way over his contract every year he was in Milwaukee. Um, so, yeah, go do it. But again, at the end of the day, everything I've been saying for the last, since this whole nonsense became a topic is that since he's been gone, you're all you got to cover is one inning per day. All he would pitch every 5 days would be 5 innings. So you're looking for one inning a day. That's it. 7 innings a week. Man, with our bullpen, you could sit there and pick up a semi decent bullpen arm for less than half the price and get 7 innings a week out of them, if you needed to. So they did it with Bryce Wilson, So we'll see what happens. I don't, there's no reason for Freddie to put the good colors back on.
Yeah, so real quick, Jet Williams is on a 7-day DL. He's been on there since July 22nd. Left wrist discomfort. I oppose that opinion. I do believe you bring Freddie Peralta back. You give it's a jolt that this team needs. It's the extra shot of espresso for our latte because we know Pipe Bomb's a super latte drinker. He looks like a pink shirt latte drinking, slim
No
pants,
pink shirt, but I have a latte every morning.
stopping before his. What you call that little bump on your ankle? I call it an ankle ball. People tell me I'm ignorant for that. What you call that thing, bro?
I just call it your ankle.
No, the little ball joint that sticks out. No pause. That's probably a pause.
I don't know, man. I'm so fat I ain't got those no more.
Yeah, you stupid. Yeah, yeah, man. Bring back Freddie Peralta. Let's get a jolt. So, man, I'm gonna tell you, man. It's called the. All right, we just gonna skip that. Here you go. The Mayolis inner bump, lateral Mayolis outer bump. I'm probably pronouncing it all the way wrong. I don't care.
Bless you.
I work in the veterinary field. I pronounce dog and cat things. I don't know nothing about your human ankles. I'm gonna call it an ankle ball because I'm from the east side of Milwaukee. That's what we gonna do around here.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, so Mike, man, I feel like being a Brewers fan going into trade deadline, it's like being a poor kid on Christmas. You wake up, trade deadline day. Mom and dad don't have no money, and it's no disrespect to the kids that don't have it. And you're not getting nothing. And I mean, it just is what it is. It's a blessing to get a meal. But you wake up that Christmas morning and you still run down the stairs or run out the room, whatever you go, hoping it's going to be presents under that tree. And there's no tree, there's no presents. And that's what's going to happen with the Milwaukee Brewers on trade deadline day. I hate to be negative because, you're normally the negative one. I'm normally the positive one, glass half full. How many All-Stars I got? 17? But I don't think we're bringing anybody in. Tarek Skubal, pipe dream, unintended. Casey Mize, don't want him. Freddie Peralta, I'll take him, but I'm nostalgic. I want him. I want Devin Williams. Now, if the what are they? San Francisco Giants, San Diego Giants. These teams suck so bad I can't even keep up with team there. But if they would pay 75% of Willie Adames' contract, your favorite Milwaukee Brewer of all time, top 5, I would take Willie Adames back. So I'm just saying, man. Like I just want, but we're not getting anybody, man. That's what I'm getting to. A long PhD answer to tell you, I don't believe we're getting anybody that you or I have talked about on all these episodes that we're gonna be like, all right, we finally got our guy.
Yeah, I don't think we are either. I do think we're going to get somebody. I don't think it's anybody big. The latest rumors this morning is Screwball to the Dodgers. Big
Good.
shocker. I hope that happens. I am all for that. Please sign Screwball because that might finally be the thing that gets us this damn salary cap that has been long overdue. I'm about 85% sure we're going to miss some games next year. Let's just hope it's not many because, you don't want to miss any when we're talking about the greatest sport on planet Earth. So hopefully it goes quick. But if the Dodgers do get Screwball, I think that's it, man. I think it's guaranteed that there will be a lockout. So I don't see the Brewers doing any big moves. And now part of it though is there's always that inner hope, man, where like as a Packer fan, we went so damn long with no big moves, and then we made one and the defensive line looked great. And then he got hurt, and then the defensive line kind of sucked after that. But we
The whole
finally,
defense.
made a move. It would be nice if for one day it was Christmas. It was rich man's Christmas for us. But I definitely think you're right. I think this will be Christmas for all those of us on the struggle bus.
So who you want if it's a rich man Christmas? If it's the Orlovsky, shout out to all the skis, man. Skis are the richest people on earth. Like, I almost got in big trouble. All right, keep going. This is who you want. I'll tell you
Yeah,
later what I was gonna say.
Abrams or Wood? Give me one of them. Give me one. Give me both.
Heck yeah. Take some Abrams on the wood. Let's do it. No pause.
Yeah, who you want?
I'm with you. Those two. Both of them. One of them, Bouff, both of them. Give me
Yep.
them dudes. No pause. I'm out of pocket tonight. Hey man, real quick, I just saw the Pirates game ended. I don't hear any fireworks outside my hotel room. You know what that means, right?
That means Big L. Oh yeah.
They
But
chucked it away.
freaking Arizona, man. It's getting to be about their time of the season.
So yeah, segues me into another quick conversation. You know, it's late on the East Coast. It's late on the Central, man. You know, we old men. I'm somebody, Papa. You just a young fly stud, sexiest man in America. Bring on the fat broads. Let's get it popping. Who do you want to face and who would you least rather face in the wild card? These Pittsburgh Pirates that seem to have our number, or shit, we know what these Diamondbacks do. We only got to play with it.
Yeah, no, give me the Pirates all day, every day, instead of the D-backs. Especially, like I said, man, it's getting closer to D-back season. They always come alive at the last third of the year and go on an amazing run, get into the playoffs. They got a lot of talent on that team. I would definitely, and I'm not saying Pittsburgh doesn't, but on paper, I think Arizona's a better team. If you compare Pittsburgh and Arizona, I think they're, better on paper. I think they're better with the eye test once they get rolling. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I would definitely rather play Pittsburgh. And I don't care what our record is. We saw it last season when we went 6-0 against LA and then got swept in the NLCS. So I don't care if the one game that we've won against Pittsburgh all year is the only one we win this year. I definitely like our chances in the playoffs for sure.
See, I'm a little bit different, man. I think that we match up better with Arizona than we do against Pittsburgh. They do have bigger names on the roster, but I think when you put Mizorowski, insert second pitcher here in a wild card, I think we should be able to get those two in Milwaukee against them. The thing about the Pittsburgh Pirates coming into Milwaukee, I don't think they're going to be scared. I don't think they're going to be intimidated. Matter of fact, I think that they're better than us. And I don't think it's just what their fans have been telling me since I've been in Pittsburgh, Pipe. I think it's their entire organization and franchise. They just feel like they got our number. And whether it's Valdez, whether it's Cruz, whether it's Reynolds, whether it's O'Hearn, those guys hit home runs and hit big swings against us. And we thought losing to the Cubs would suck. Losing to these Pirates would be horrific because you're supposed to beat them.
Yeah, you're definitely supposed to beat them. Anybody who thinks that the Pirates today, yesterday, over the last 10 years, the last 20 years, are even in the same world as the Milwaukee Brewers, they should be committed to an insane asylum because they done lost their mind. So there's no way, I don't think there's any sober person on planet Earth who would feel that way. Um, you know, I'm not saying. I'm just saying. So that is what it is.
20 years ago is '06. You're a little out of pocket for that one, man. The McCutcheon MVP years, they had a good 2, 3 year run. As my buddy will tell me, they made the playoffs 2 years in a row. And I used to ask that joker, how many more games did you play there than the Brewers did that year? Your ass played one game and you was out of there.
Yeah, that one game wild card, besides being such a terrible idea, is stupid for any fan base to pound themselves on the chest and say, "Oh, at least we made the playoffs." No, you didn't. You made the play-in game and you failed. It's the same thing if your team 65, 6, 7, and 8 with the NCAA tournament and you got stuck playing in Dayton and you lost. You can't sit there and say you made the tournament because you made the play-in and you failed.
Damn, shots at Dayton. Shout out to Chris King, by the way, Dayton's finest, Dayton basketball lover. Him and about two other people. Never mind. Let me check. We love you, Chris. So I guess it's like the same thing you're saying with the NBA with the ninth or 10th team and playing that one game stuff. If you're not in the series or you're not actually at a host site outside of the one that is always there, and I think they're going to add another host site. I think it was Dayton, and what was the other? The other one, Indianapolis. I don't know. It's all a bunch of craziness, man. So, Mike, moving forward, man, with these Milwaukee Brewers, we got a couple left against the San Francisco Giants. We're 1-0 right now, top of the fourth. And then after we get these two with the Giants, and I'm not saying we're gonna win them, I just say we're gonna play them. We got a what are the Angels team called now? Anaheim, Los Angeles of Anaheim, Orange County Angels. I don't know. Is Ron Washington still their manager? Like, what are we doing with these Angels? So, what do you want to see on the rest of the trip? Is what I'm kind of getting at, man.
Well, in those 5 games, man, I want to sit there and I want to take four. You know, obviously, we've talked about the Giants. They're not a good team. The Angels, from whatever word you want to pick a city, they got 12 of them in their name. They're no good. So, I'd like to see, just win four, at a minimum. But man, why not go out there and take five? I think it's nice that they sit there and got that off day in between San Fran and wherever. And so, sit there and let them, regroup a little bit, get used to the time out there. Even though, again, that should be easy. These guys do this stuff all the time. But hopefully these guys have a good time. I guess it's family weekend, so these guys are probably getting yelled at. But hopefully they can take their kids out and wives out in LA or whatever and have some fun. Just not too much fun.
All right, so let me give you some of these guys on the Angels coaching staff. So your
Okay.
manager, actually, was it Ron Washington? Your manager for the Angels is Kurt Suzuki. Your hitting coach,
Suzuki or Suzuki?
Suzuki.
Okay, so he's not a Polish guy.
That's my Milwaukee accent. Oh, I can't breathe tonight. Your hitting coach is Brady Anderson, brother.
Okay.
Pitching coach, Mike Maddox. Familiar name. Great pitching
Yes, sir.
coach.
Yep.
Adam Eaton is your first base outfield coach. Let's see, is there anybody else on this team? Tim Buss. That name sounds familiar, doesn't it? Kind of, sort of, maybe. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl Scott, assistant pitching coach. John Mayberry, assistant
Maybe.
hitting coach.
Yeah.
Hobel Jimenez, assistant hitting coach. Jesus Christ, they got three hitting coaches. Derek Florco. Man, we got a dude. Your boy Vincent in Anaheim will probably be pretty pissed at us for disrespecting his Angels. So we gonna send out an official challenge, Pipe. Is it okay if I do that? That's cool.
Of course.
Homie, we know you watch and we know you support, and we're greatly thankful for you supporting. So what we gonna do is, before that Angel series, pull up with me and Pipe Bomb. Let's have a little quick conversation, Brewers, Angels, and we could talk about your 17,000 teams you got in every sport and how every day is a winning day for Vincent, and that's why the brother's so happy and he pops the 40s like he says, right?
Man, you can always tell anytime that he calls into the show that he's smiling. You can just hear it in his voice. He's a lot of fun, man. I like him a lot.
No, he's definitely a good dude, man. He's a funny guy to pick on. He's a fun guy to poke fun with and go back and forth with. And just clear it up for anybody like the goofies and the weirdos that think that there's some real beef there. Pull up Vincent so we can set it straight. I think Pike knows, I think you know, I think I know it. It's all jovial, it's all good, it's all in fun. A lot of love for Vincent. I've always said when the Brewers have a parade down Wisconsin Avenue, after I buy Pipe a beer or buy Pipe a drink, because he don't drink no more. He's like me, we drink water. We gonna buy Vincent gonna drink both of our beers for us. 40s
That's
at
right.
that. But yeah, man, no,
That's
I'm with
right.
you, man. We got to get in there. We got to beat these Angels. We got to beat these Giants. It's not even personal with that type of stuff, man. We just got to beat the people that are in front of us right now. And eventually these Cubs will trip it up, hopefully, and lose. I mean, I see they're beating the hell out of St. Louis, and that's fine. They got four with St. Louis, so hopefully they split with them, and hopefully they get into Yankee Stadium, and the Yankees, the Pito bust back out on them boys, man. What do you think?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, it'd just be a matter of time. Greg's gonna Greg. They're on an upswing now. They'll turn back around. I want to say Sparky read off the upcoming schedule between the Brewers and the Cubs and what they were both facing over like the next 10, 12, 12, 14 days, something like that. And Brewers definitely have the easier schedule. So now would be a good time to sit there and get right. not have games where you have three hits like they did yesterday. Let's actually pretend that we're a professional baseball team and let's hit like it. And then hopefully within the next couple of weeks the Brewers are able to pick up 3 4 games on the scrubs and basically make it where the gap will be too far for them to even sit there and think about catching.
Yeah, man, I just saw this and I'm probably about to get us in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Saw the Brewers have a lot of community nights coming up. I'm sure there's some people that watch that aren't gonna like it. But if you do, I mean, I really wish I could care. It's black. So August 21st is Black Culture Fest for the Milwaukee Brewers. They're doing a lot to honor the black community. I don't have an issue with those type of things, man. Honor everybody you can. Do a Pollock night, do a Hispanic Heritage night, do a Pride night, do a everybody should be honored and loved because baseball's for everyone is my point, man. And I think it's cool that the Brewers are really trying to really embrace the entire state of Wisconsin with the Wisco stuff. I know you hate the gear, but the entire city of Milwaukee. I like that type of stuff, Pipe. Maybe I'm, my glass is always half full, anyways. All right,
Yeah, there you go.
big Bryce. Four to none. Bryce with a looks like a singles. 4-0 Brewers. Jack up to bat. 4-0. Let's tattoo this guy anyway. Sorry, go ahead, Pipe.
No, man. Yeah, it's nice scoring some runs down here at Oracle. So, yeah, good to see. That was a nice single to right, 2 run score. Yeah, 4 zip. Nice. Yeah, it. I don't mind the special nights. If that's your thing, go. If you don't like it and you don't want to go, don't go.
No, facts. That's a great way to put it. And it's a balmy 62 degrees right now in San Francisco at this baseball game too. So I can't watch it tonight. I'm an old guy. I got to go to sleep. But man, yeah, man. I mean, we got to get to winning, man. Like Pipe said, if you don't like it, stay home. No matter what the night is. Give these guys. Everybody has their free choice. That's why we live in the United States of America. We don't live somewhere else in this world. And if you don't like it, don't support it. Simple as that.
Absolutely, man. The most important vote that you got besides on election day, vote with your wallet. You like it, support it. You don't. So a lot of people sit there and talk smack. Oh yeah, made in the USA, but then they don't actually live it. So vote with your wallet. More people did that. You get more stuff you want. Something I was thinking about earlier today with Brewers TV. So the whole station, all they really show, and I got Direct TV and I got the satellite. So when it came time for the Legends game or alumni game, whatever the hell they called that, um, they showed like the top of the first, and then Direct TV cut it off. I know that some people with Direct TV still got it, and I think the normal cable people and stuff still got it. But what I was thinking of, like with the way that my Brewers TV works is that they show like a very truncated pregame, and then they show the game, and then they've got the regular postgame show with Kishan or whoever is on it that night. But and then that's it. And so then the other 23 or I'm 21 hours uh, of the day is nothing. Why don't you just sit there and play that game on a loop? So if you said, and I guess, everybody's got a DVR, but if you don't, and wouldn't you just rather sit there and just show it? So you're showing something. You could sit there and tell the advertisers, yeah, you sit there, you buy a spot. We're going to show it all damn day. So your ad not only is going to run during the game, it'll run, 6 times during the day as well. So I don't know. Why not?
Yeah, I don't get it either, man. And no one that's a Brewers fan should have been deprived of having to watch that. It should have been just on regardless. Leave it on the MLB app or anything else like that. And you other teams that don't have an alumni game, maybe you should get one. It's a great revenue generator. I mean, I'm sure these Pirate fans here, I know he's still trying to play, but would love to see like a Andrew McCutcheon, what was the Alvarez kid that used to wear the big hats and Shoot, you could bring back
You-
Andy Van Slyke, the coach. I mean, there's
Randall
just so much.
Simon.
There you go. See what I'm saying? You could go to Chicago. You could bring Derek Lee back. Some of those guys like that. St. Louis, wherever, man. You just need one of these things, man. And we just got to get better. Um, Only other thing, well, now let's rank something real quick, man. Let's go. We're not going to go to like them guys like Chris Bosio and all that stuff, but let's go from since Miller Park was open, top five pitchers, no particular order. Just any of your five, whoever you got. And I'm throwing him on the spot, by the way, too, folks. He had no idea even to prepare for this. This is curveball. I'll go first. I'll go first. That probably make it easier.
Okay.
So no order. There's no order in this. So I'm gonna go Ben Sheets is in there. Corbin Burns obviously has to be Cy Young winner. We're going starters too, by the way. Starters. No relief pitchers. I'm gonna go fastball Freddy, Freddie Peralta. What is that? Ben Sheets, Corbin
That's
Burns, Freddie
four.
Peralta. Ben Sheets, Corbin Burns, Freddie. That's three.
Okay, yeah.
Sheets.
I don't count. I
Obviously,
don't count good. I don't English
Brand,
good either.
I'd go Brandon Woodruff, and I'd close it out with Jacob Mizorowski as my five. I'm sure I forgot somebody, and they're gonna kill me in the comments.
All right. Yeah. Well, you didn't throw CC in there.
See, I ain't had to wait to the comments. You killed me.
Uh, you know, Colin Ray.
You're about to get me kicked out the hotel.
Man, Sparky mentioned him on that show last night and kind of chuckled after it. I heard that. I heard that. That's blasphemous right there. Obviously, Miz, uh, Woody, um, I Burns, yes, Burns. Even though I don't like him.
That sound like that was paining you, my brother. That sound like that was
Yeah,
paining.
Sheets for sure. And oh God, how about Matt Garza?
I couldn't even laugh at that. I hate
I'm
that
just
guy.
kidding. Yeah,
Who?
Matt Garza. No, I'm just kidding. I hated him. But yeah, you could throw. I wouldn't throw Freddie in there. He's annoying, man. I don't know. Any of the other ones.
Well, Freddie was
Chase
an
Anderson,
all-star. No, Freddie's way better.
Zach
Freddie's an all-star.
Davies.
No, man. Now you're being an ass naming people from the alumni game that had no damn business being there. Because that definitely wasn't no Legends games. God darn, Brad Boxberger calling this dude a legend. Look, and we love Boxberger. We love to have him on the show and stuff like that. But when you use the word legend, that's when you take it too far. Man, in closing for me, man, thoughts and prayers out to the folks in the Oshkosh, Fox Valley area. Anywhere in the state of Wisconsin, I know North Carolina's facing some big tornadoes and stuff like that. Anywhere in this country right now where you're suffering, where you're struggling, hopefully our parody gives you a little bit of light in the situation. And then one last closing remark, Pipe, if I don't, if I may, sir. We're in 2026. There's things that me and Pipe Bomb disagreed on today. I don't think Pipe was hating on my take, and I don't think he was, and I was hating on him. You can have a disagreement, you can hear the other side, and it doesn't mean you're hating. Some of you folks are gonna think Brett Favre is the greatest Packers quarterback ever. Some of you may say Randy White. Some of you may say Don Mikowski. Some of you may say CC Sabathia was the best pitcher ever, and Justin is an idiot. Some of you may say Cy Ray really is. Whatever you think, that's why we're in this country. You can be different. You don't have to agree. And it does not mean you're hating. It doesn't mean it just means you're different.
Yeah, 100% right, man. Some people can agree with you, and some people can be right and agree with me. So, but that don't mean that you. But it's all love and respect. That's for sure.
Man, listen. So if you're watching this right now, make sure you subscribe on the YouTube, most definitely. Follow us on all the social cities, Lord have mercy, social media platforms. Just type in Cream City Curveball. We got 7 different handles because stupid people bit our stuff before we already got it out there. So it may be City Cream 1970. It may be Cream City Curveball on Facebook. Um, our beautiful kids will run the social medias for us one day when they actually help the old guys out. But find us on there, man. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We cannot tell you again. What does the guru Trey Crosby say, Pike? Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about the Cream City Curveball, man. We really appreciate you all. Seriously, all jokes aside, whether you agree with us, whether you don't, it's all love for me and Pike, man. You're here with us, and we really appreciate it, though. This is a Cream
Yep.
City
Cheers
Media
to
Group.
that. No,
Cheers.
go ahead.
Cheers with the water, too, by the way, see. This is a no-lit show. This is a Cream City Media Group production. It's called Cream City Curveball. I'm your main man, Justin from North Carolina, visiting the trash town of Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, pipe on. I can't even say my name. In the good land.
Go Brewers.